So I'm here in May of 2022 to talk about abortion rights in 2022. So a lot of you are seeing what's going on in the news right now about Roe versus Wade. Basically, the Supreme Court has voted to overturn it. And if you're in a state like California or New York, maybe this is not going to affect you because you are guaranteed abortion rights. But in other states like in the Midwest and the South, this is something that's extremely problematic because especially in these states, whether it's abortion in general or abortion after 6 or 8 weeks or heartbeat laws, abortion is just always being attacked. And we need to know the real reason. So what we're really dealing with right now is access to healthcare. Access to healthcare for women and for people of color or just marginalized people in general. Roe versus Wade does not exist because women want to be sexually loose and then have abortions to deal with the consequences. That's just not it. Unfortunately, the system fails us on so many levels that the last option you have is an abortion. I have a beautiful family because of the foster and adoption care system, but most people do not want to have a kid only to put their kid into a broken system. Do you see what I mean? So really, when we're talking about abortion rights, we're talking about marginalized people and what they can and can't do with their bodies. Also, I do identify as a Christian woman who's had abortions, and I have a different view than most people in the church, and it's just because of personal experience. Not just personal experience having one, but also personal experience of my family taking in dozens of foster kids, seeing how the system fails, seeing how the adoption and DCFS lines are backed up, and there's nothing we can do. And there's not a lot of people or enough people who are actually helping to rectify these systems. Like, these are the systems that need attention, the systems that actually deal with children, but instead we're going backwards and dealing with systems that are talking about pregnancy and abortion. And this I just can't understand. I just don't think it makes any sense that these laws would be holding up, because if a woman really wants to have an abortion and she cannot have a child, she will figure out a way. And that's also what's really dangerous, is because let's say a woman is somewhere and she's very far and she doesn't have money to go to New York or go to California or go to one of these other states where abortion is freely accessible, and she's in a bad situation, maybe financially, maybe she's in an abusive relationship, maybe it was a pregnancy that she, did not plan, it was not, whatever her situation is, it really doesn't matter. But a woman's gonna find out a way to get rid of her pregnancy if she doesn't want it. So let's make a system that makes it safer for women. And that's all I'm trying to say. I'll continue to watch this story throughout the week. I wanna know what your opinions are on this story, what you think is gonna happen. If you're at the protest, what's going on, we wanna hear.